Welcome to the first episode of the Prepare to Prosper podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to help you and help myself to prepare today so we can prosper more tomorrow. And what I mean about that is like basic, simple preparedness that makes our lives better today and makes our lives better in the future. Not just prepared for an EMP or like the total collapse of the government or any of those cool Hollywood stuff. I mean more like preparing for a job loss, preparing to deal with your spouse being sick, basic fundamental preparedness. And we're going to talk about more of that in a second. Right now, this is just on YouTube. I plan on making it into a podcast with its own RSS feed in the future. But I want to get a couple of these episodes under my belt and then throw them on an RSS feed. And I'll put links in the description when I do that. So I'm going to do an episode every Friday. That's my goal. I actually have a list of a whole year's worth of these episodes printed out. And like I said, these are basic, simple stuff. And we're going to talk about the kind of stuff to prepare for, but we're also going to talk about how to do it. These are hands-on things, and that's why I want to do an episode every Friday, because I want to give you and me a chance to attack these things over the weekend. Some of the bigger things like storing water, storing food, we won't be able to do that over the weekend, but over the next weekend and the next going into the week, we'll be able to work on these projects and get a foundation for them going. I want everything we do to make us have a better life. Like Jack Spirko over the Survival Podcast, his tagline is something to the effect of helping you live a better life if times get tough or even if they don't. I want it along those lines. Things we do to make, like having an emergency fund, saving up some money, those kind of things, investing in a business or like investing in your 401k so you have money for retirement. And also I'm a fundamentalist, which oftentimes gets a bad rap, but what I mean by fundamentalist is I stick to the fundamentals, the core principles. So like when you're in Little League baseball, you learn how to hit the ball, you learn how to throw, how to catch, how to run the bases, all that stuff. Well, as you get older and more mature and go through baseball, you learn more and more of the strategies and tactics, and you get better at everything, like which part of the bat should you hit with, and all those kind of things. But even the Major League Baseball players, they spend a lot of times just playing catch and in a batting cage, hitting balls, stuff like that, keeping practice on those fundamentals. So no matter how advanced of a prepper you are, and I consider myself like an average prepper. I have some things that I'm doing really well on and some other areas that I'm really weak on that I need to do more. Like we need to do more on food storage and we need to do a whole lot more on water storage. I know those are pretty basic things that we're lacking in. And in the past, I haven't been doing a good job of keeping those things balanced. Like I have 1,000 rounds of 300 blackout for my AR. And now I've switched to a different because me and Sarah got married, I now have a 5.56 AR to match hers, and I don't have 1,000 rounds for that, and I also don't have 3 months worth of food for the family stored up even, and we're more likely to need all that food than we are the 1,000 rounds of 300 blackout that we can't eat. So, and just like Christian fundamentalists, those guys get a bad name too, but they concentrate on the core basics of what it is to be a Christian. That there's one God, he's a triune God, there's three persons in one, and that the Son died, sacrificed himself for our sins, and if we believe in him and believe in the promises he gave to us, then we can have everlasting life if we do the best we can to dedicate our life to it. Yeah, there's a lot more to the Bible than just that. But if you don't have those core basic fundamentals down, the whole rest of the Bible is kind of, it's good to have. They're nice stories. We can learn some lessons, but in the long run, they really won't matter. So this is about getting the fundamentals down first. Yes, each one of these topics, we will be going into broader things over the time, because I don't plan on just, like, I have a year's worth of stuff written down, but I plan on making this a lot more than a year. And I want every one of these episodes to be somewhere around 15 minutes. Some might be closer to 10, some closer to 20, but nominally about 15 minutes. So they're quick, easy, you can listen to them, and then get busy on getting stuff done, because I don't like, I spend too much time sitting around watching YouTube videos instead of doing stuff, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I don't do enough acting on those things, and I want to make sure I give you guys plenty of time to actually get up and go do those actions on stuff, and instead of listening to me ramble like I kind of am doing in this podcast. I'll get better over time. And since this is on YouTube, I will be soon redoing my branding. I'm going to switch everything, the name of the YouTube channel, the name of my website, all that stuff, to Prepare to Prosper, because I think that's a better branding than just using my name. And I really want to drive home what my channel's about, from the name, the tagline, all that stuff. So that's all I have for today. I hope you tune in next week, because around here we prepare for today so we can prosper tomorrow.